Hi, I'm Scott Lowery, and I would like to read you a group of poems as part of this RAA online member exhibit. As some of you might know, my wife and I are in the process of moving to Milwaukee under the magnetic influence of grandchildren after making our home in Rolling Stone for almost 30 years. I do plan to stay connected to that wonderful Winona community that centers around arts, progressive politics, the natural world, and good coffee. I also hope to have a new chapbook of poetry coming out next year from Finishing Line Press, and we'll definitely plan a reading in Winona. So stay tuned. You can reach me at slowry969@gmail.com to subscribe to future news about any of that sort of thing. The new collection is called Mutual Life and is built around snapshots of everyday life during the tumultuous past few years, and I'm going to read 4 short poems from that collection. Door Knocking, Fall 2016. So much depends upon a red tractor seat jutting from daylilies, the old iron pump preserved in black Rust-Oleum. I stop, adjust my smile and ball cap both to a friendly tilt, then climb front steps past scarecrow dolls, Vilkoman stencils from Hobby Lobby. To the west, I see our village edge fall off toward the nearby farms, cornfields aglow, America set in amber. Another hottest ever late October, unnerving me, but not my neighbors. They emerge ready to fend me off, arms folded like umpires, gothically polite. They'd rather not reveal which side they're on. 2 hunters in blaze orange fold a deer stand into a pickup. One tilts his head to hear my pitch, then turns and spits rebuttal. A pregnant mom wipes her toddler's nose and vows she'll vote against that lying bitch and her liberal crowd. These are the tidy streets my children walked to school. We led the 4-H pledge at the park, finger waved from the wheel on the 2-lane into town. I say health care, clean water, fumbling for a grin or nod toward the decent life we share, but that's all lost in the dam burst. Bile pounds and boils in empty living rooms, televisions like open hydrants. I pass the old stone church we don't attend, the weed-filled lot where the bar burned down. Probably time to pack it in. On cue, clouds darken and flash. From a front porch up the block, a concrete barefoot boy fishes for the past in white gravel. Tiny flags flap from geranium pots, and here I come with my glossy photos of the damn money spenders, like some yappy little dog that sniffs the rug over the trapdoor and rats out its family, tail thumping. I don't know any better either. I just keep talking. Somewhere in America. I knew where I was, though I couldn't have named the place. Raspberries held the woods back with green razor wire. Grass gone to seed, rubbed against the silvered outbuildings, sheds, granary, an old milk house. I stood at each, laid a hand against their cool, cupped boards as if saying goodbye. Inside would be all the cars I ever owned. The tan Rambler, the German Opel, my grandpa's black Ford Galaxy. I walked until I came into the town. Late sun filtered through elm leaves, the twilight air soft to the touch. Returning from work, men stopped with one foot up on curb or step, stretched a little, unhurried, minds on their own business. I wanted to approach them, to say I too love my socket set and claw hammer, the sad song of beer and baseball. I too own a box of blurry snapshots and call it home. The men murmured to each other or into their hands, lingering near their pickup trucks, where sulky Calvins pissed on tailgates. I read, or thought I read, something in their eyes and looked away, kept on walking, too frozen up inside to speak the simple fact, brother. Going smaller. Days like this, you slip as you kick. Wind again too warm to stiffen the snow. We tilt off kilter another degree, or it's just a mid-March thaw. No sweat yet. Either way, I can't outrun the news. Yesterday, the radio host asked the expert, "What about a national health service?" "This is America. Forget about it." Across the lake, a pack of snowmobiles whines past, snarling like misplaced anger. I narrow my attention to the oak leaf that still holds on, the laughing nuthatch. How small do I need to go before I'm no longer living in any nation? A full moon rises, factual among the trees. Finally, here's the last poem from the upcoming chapbook. A little bit different take on the usual acknowledgement page. It's just called Acknowledgement for Connie. To my rudder, my ballast, my anchor, to my how to ever thank her, to my better two-thirds, my unspoken words, to my lifesaver, my life choice, my other inner voice, to my news feed, my want, my need, to my first reader, my fearless leader, my next engagement, my travel agent, to my backup when I'm beat down, my counter frown, to my one of a kind, my radar flying blind, my co-pilot, my coping, my anti-moping, to my grief's consolation, my soul in desolation, to my heart's first nation, to my partner on the late night shift, to my cloud lift, to my walk in the park, my bonfire's spark, my nestmate in the dark. Thanks for listening.